So hello fellow coin banknote collectors, how you going today? So in continuation of the Russian banknote series that I got from the Empire period, so I did another video of 1, 3, 5, 10 and 25 rubles. So I've just got the 100 and 500 rubles and we'll look at those now. So my name is Glenn, and on my channel, Gumardee Coins and Banknotes, I like to review currency, current and in the past. And today we are looking at the largest banknotes I've ever actually got. These are the Russian 100 and 500 rubles. And another YouTuber, I will leave his link down below, but he recommended that I get these because they're actually quite large banknotes. So the 100 rubles, here I have, as you can see, it is quite a large banknote. And here I have two current banknotes. So we have the 50 Australian dollars and the 100 rubles, which is worth about $2. And they're pretty much the same size, really. Interesting fact, I just found out that now. So they're pretty much the same size. Even though this is worth 2 Australian dollars and this one's worth 50 Australian dollars. So I think that the Russian, I've not got their banknotes, so I don't know if they actually increase in size. And if we compare it with the 100 rubles, we can see it is actually quite a large banknote. And if we compare it with the 500 rubles, it is also a large banknote. And you can see how this banknote has folds. 1, 2, 3. It's where they actually folded it in 4, and sometimes even folded it this way, so you could actually carry it. But have a look, this is quite a nice banknote. So the largest banknote I have is this Austrian 1000 kronen, and I presume that the rubles was actually valued at more than the kronen. But I haven't done a comparison. Maybe I'll do that in the future. But have a look. This banknote is not as large as that. Although I do like this a lot better. But it doesn't matter. Because this banknote is quite a large banknote. And if we compare the 100 rubles with the 25, you can see the values actually decrease with size. So most banknotes of this period, banknote sizes increase with size of them. I think an exception is US banknotes, which have always been pretty much the same size. And on the back, and have a look at this. I think the security features on this 25 are actually better than the 100 and 500. So on the back, this one has Alexander III, and he lived from 1845 to 1894, and they're all actually Tsars or Queens. I don't know what the Russian version of Queen is. Tsaress? No, probably not. Definitely not. So, on this banknote, so this was first issued in 1910 as a date down there. That was a frozen date, like the banknote here. And this was used up until 1917, 1918, the Russian Revolution. And here we have N for Nicholas II. And on the back, we have Catherine II. So that's her initials there. So it looks like an E in English, but it's a C. Catherine II. She reigned from 1729 to 1796. And she actually deposed her husband, I think it was Peter II. And she was quite a good monarch who stabilized and increased Russia's power. And here we have probably one of her lovers. So I actually read the Wikipedia article. She had a lot of lovers, so that might have been one of them. And he has a sword, so they like to stab each other in the back because she went through a few lovers. And the watermark should be Catherine II. Let's have a look. Yep, that's her in the watermark. And this one's a bit damaged, but both of these have different signatures down the bottom. As you can see here, different signatures. And I quite like that banknote. It's the largest banknote I've ever got. And here we have the 500 rubles with distinct signatures again. I think this is Spirov and Metz. Banknotes.ws has lots of signatures series, but it doesn't have all of them. And the watermark is Peter the First, who reigned from 1672 to 1725. So his daughter would have been Catherine II. Might have been, not too sure. And here's his portrait here. Ooh, nice moustache. He has like medieval armour on. And this is probably one of his concubines. Allegorical feature. She has a staff with the, looks like the Russian coat of arms. And a shield with the Russian coat of arms. And there isn't as much colour in this banknote as there is in the smaller one. So here's the 10 rubles, it's red. Here's 1 rubles, it's blue. And the security features I don't think are as great as what they are on the other ones, which is a pity. But you have to remember, at the time period, they had no computers. You would have had to engrave this by hand or some type of machinery, probably by hand. And that would have taken a lot of work. So you wouldn't have needed an expert to actually do this. And then you would have had to pay them a lot of money. But I would say counterfeits were around then, because counterfeits have been around forever. So those are my large Russian banknotes. Very large. And I quite like them. I hope you like them too. These are not really expensive. I think you can pick these up for $10 to $20 each. And I got these ones in Australia. But if you search around on the internet, you should be able to find ones in your country. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And also, I'll put an affiliate link to eBay to Russian banknotes, so you can go and check the types of banknotes that they have there for Russia, because they have different types of periods. Have an awesome banknote collecting time, people. Bye bye.